I can't do this.
What?
Pretend we're just friends. I think about you all the time. Do you ever think about me?
All the time.
A booktoker tells you which booktok popular books are actually worth it. Definitely. It's a short read and shares a very valuable lesson. Kind of overhyped. Yes, one of my faves. More for a younger audience. Definitely. There's a reason why it's popular. Yes, one of the books that got me into reading. Nah, it's too overhyped.
Okay, the book's a 10, but there's a poorly written sex scene.
5.
2. The book's an 8, but the heroine has to sacrifice all of her powers at the end.
4.
4.5.
The book's a 10, but they kiss in the first 50 pages.
9.
It's a 4 from me.
The romance is a 10, but there's almost no plot. 10.
That's a 10.
The book's a 10, but there's an unnecessary pregnancy trope.
3. Book's a 10, but they kill the comic relief side character.
I have DNF for less.
DNF. You can't stand the protagonist, but the love interest is hot.
No. 7. No. 6.
8.
It's an 8, but the dog dies.
I think I could still read the book if the dog died.
I could read the book if I know going in that the dog dies, like Marley and Me.
I've never read Marley and Me. Why would I? The dog dies.
Sitting pretty on the throne. There's nothing more I want except to be alone. Be a part of the love club. Everything will glow.
That's not normal, and I think, you should maybe get some help or something.
I didn't write this book. I stole it. It was a pleasure to burn. The circus arrives without warning. The stranger came out of the sea like a water ghost, barefoot and wearing the scars of his journey. My suffering left me sad and gloomy. 19 years before she decided to die, Nora Seed sat in the warmth of the small library at Hazeldean School in the town of Bedford. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. There once was a young man who wished to gain his heart's desire.
That's what I love, Nestle Crunch.
Let's do a round of, if you like this, then you should read this. If you like this, you should read this. If you like this, you should read this. If you like this, you should read this.
So I have read 11 Colleen Hoover books so far, and I've been wanting to rank them for a really long time, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rank the Colleen Hoover books that I have read from my least favorite to my favorite. Keep in mind that I do not think that any Colleen Hoover books are bad, so even my least favorite book from Colleen will not be a book that I think is bad. And then also, these are my opinions. If you disagree with them, it's okay. If I bash your favorite book, I'm sorry, but this is how I would rank them. Coming in at number 10, my least favorite Colleen Hoover book is Heartbones. I rated Heartbones 3 out of 5, and I know a lot of people love it. I didn't love it that much, but the writing was beautiful, obviously. I just don't really love reading about high schoolers, and I didn't feel like there was a real plot. At number 9, fittingly, I have November 9th. I rated it 4 out of 5, so it's not like I rated it horribly bad. I did like it, I just don't really love Ben, and if you've read it, that's not ridiculous to say. My 8th favorite, Ugly Love. People love it, it was good, I read it in a day, 4 out of 5, but I didn't like Miles too much. Tate deserved better, and we all know this, so that's why it's lower. Number 7, controversial, but Verity. I did love it. I finished it in like 2 days, 4 out of 5 again, but I like to know exactly what goes down in a book, so if you've read it, you would know why I didn't get that. Number 7, Layla, which is kind of in the same realm as Verity, different genre for Colleen, but I gave this 4.5 out of 5. It's a little weird, I didn't love the characters too much, but the story was really good, and I never saw any of the twists coming, so I had a lot of fun reading it. Now we're at the top 5. So number 5, Maybe Someday. I loved this book. People hate on it, people don't like the love triangle, but I liked it, and I loved listening to the music as I read the book, and it was so much fun. 4.5 out of 5. I couldn't get enough. Number 4, I ranked them together, Hopeless and Losing Hope. Love these books. 4.5 out of 5 for both. Once again, I don't like reading about high schoolers, so at first I didn't love it too much, but when the plot twist hit, it was literally so insane. I was like, wow, up the charts, so love. And then this is the same book, but from Holder's perspective, and it almost made me cry, so 4.5 out of 5, so good. Top 3, so number 3, It Ends With Us. We know it, we love it. I'm obsessed. 4.5 out of 5, read it super fast. The only thing I wanted was more Atlas at the end. That's why it's not as high as it could be. Number 2, Regretting You, 5 stars. I loved it. Once again, I don't like reading about high schoolers too much, but I got to read about a high schooler and her mom's romance. So I got 2 romances in one book, and it was so fun, and I loved it. 5 out of 5. I'm running out of time, but my number 1 favorite book of Colleen's is All Your Perfects. It's perfect. It was so sad and tragic. I wanted to cry the whole time. I loved it. Couldn't get enough. 5 out of 5.